and welcome to Backrunners, episode 571. I am your host, HydroxideAnt. Currently, we are not joined by anyone. It is just me, a solo show. I believe Gianna will probably be here at some point in time. We actually had some internet issues, and we were getting started, and then now it's like 15 minutes later before, internet decided to cooperate again. So, oh boy. It is the fun times, they say. So. We call this the fun times. The oogly goo times, some call them too. Trying to figure out why some of these are in here twice. But that is another problem for another time. Yeah, so we do have a question of the week, but we do also have a side activity, a side show, some would say, that we're going to be doing. Basically, I haven't gone through and, ranked Pokemon in a long time. And I don't think I've done it in a while. So, I'm going to do my best to get through as many as possible. So we'll have to see how many we get through, because you got to keep in mind, there are 1,000 Pokemon. Because, Okay, so let us switch screens and set this bad boy up. Where is that window capture? Here we are. Okay. So, I am a big proponent that my baby Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle all are S-tier Pokemon now and forever. The middle evolutions I've always been, a step down on in comparison. See, they have multiple of some of these, and I don't know why. So we're just gonna put, you here. Maybe it's different patterns or something. Maybe it's gender differences. Is it gender differences? It might be. Yeah, it is. Okay. But, yeah, Venusaur, S tier. Charizard, as annoying as the fan base can be with it sometimes, is also S tier. Blastoise, S tier. Some forms we're not going to rank, but some of these I will. I mean, I truthfully wasn't, crazy in love with these. I thought Charizard's was cool. The Megas are really cool. But I would put them like so. Mega Blastoise is cool, but like never did it for me. Caterpie is the OG bug, so it gets a little leeway. The same with Butterfree. Gigantamax, Butterfree, you know. So the way I do S to F, S is like the best of the best, my favorites that I would go to bat for. I would have very long arguments over. A are ones that I generally like. B, I like a bit, or I just kind of give them a little bit of respect. C, they're there. They're fine. They exist. D, I don't like the design or have some reason I don't like this Pokemon. And F, I think it's a mistake and or an abomination. So like a lot of them are going to be in the B to C tier. I do have a little bit of a bias to, I actually really did like make a Beedrill, but I do have a bit of a bias towards earlier gens. I will be honest. Yeah, Pidgeotto is just, I like Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot I was actually a big fan of. Rattata is, yeah, so here's what we do. Love. Like. You know what I'll do? I'll go, I know like it's S, but we adore these. We really like these. Kind of like they exist. Don't like care for a bomb. Not like gonna put an abomination. Dislike a lot. Yeah, Eradicate, fine, they exist. Eradicate exist. They exist. That is going to be like a whole lot of these. Like again, I don't necessarily really care for Spearow or Fearow, so like I don't care that they exist. Ekans, if Ekans had nothing to do with Team Rocket, it would be lower. Pikachu, I don't hate Pikachu, but I'm not like crazy about it either. Raichu though, goated. Alone Raichu also amazing. Sandshrew is a cute little guy. All forms. Sandslash is cool. The Nidos, I think, were like a really cool concept. But I think they kind of just exist for me now. Nido Queen and Nido King, though, are badass. Clefairy is cute. But, you know, in 2024, when we have 8,000 cute Pokemon, they exist. Clefable also exists. Vulpix is going to go here. Yeah. Lone Vulpix as well, along with Ninetales. Jigglypuff, again, like, without the anime, I would probably put don't care for too much. You know, I don't really care for Wigglytuff. I don't care that it exists. Zubat is fine. Golbat, it exists. Oddish also exists. Gloom exists. Vileplume exists. A lot of these are going to go into the exist category because, like, I just don't care. Yeah, Venonat as well. Don't really. Venomoth, though, a little bit more. Diglett. Kind of like Diglett and Dugtrio. I don't love the Alolan ones. Long Meowth. It might be my first dislike. I just don't care for it. Regular Meowth. Cool. And then the other ones exist. Persian is fine. I don't really care for you. Psyduck, again, like, a lot of these guys get put into the they exist category because of early anime for me. And they would otherwise go to don't like, care for. I should put care, don't like, or care about. Golduck, like, exists. Mankey's a monkey. Primape's cool. Arcanine's just a little guy. So is Hisuian Arcanine. Or, well, that's Growlithe. But Arcanine goes into A tier. Hisuian Arcanine I don't actually like as much. Poliwag exists. It's the Poly line exists. I actually have always really liked the Abra line. Like Kadabra and Alakazam much more. Actually, I'm going to put Alakazam in the door category. Mega Alakazam, kind of like Machop. You know, like, a lot of these guys after Gen 1, they kind of are just the generic fighting Pokemon after a while. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? But, like, for example, Victory Bell, I kind of like because of the anime, but I think it's going to be they exist. Oddish, I don't really care about Oddish. Not Oddish, I'm sorry, Bellsprout. Weeping Bell. Yeah, don't really care about Weeping Bell too much. Tentacool and Tentacruel I've definitely garnered more and like for over the years. Geodude, like, I just, you know, I don't really care too much that they exist, but they do. Ponyta exists. Rapidash, I'm going to keep Rapidash in the same category. Slowpoke, I think I'm going to put Slowpoke in the kind of like, I really don't care about, I like Slowbro. I do like Slowking for whatever it is. Mega Slowbro, he's goofy, but I don't care really about. Galarian Slowbro, he exists. Magnemite. And, for example, I'm not really counting like this as like a specific Magnemite. I've liked Farfetch'd, yeah, I just don't really care about. I mean, honestly, Galarian as well. Or not. This was Paldean, right? No, Galarian. Yeah, I don't really care about. Doduo and Dodrio. There were just so many normal flying types in that gen. You had the original early route birds, and then other normal flying types I didn't really care too much about. Seal is cute, so it gets to they exist, and so does Dugong. I've actually I kind of like Grimer. And a low end Grimer. And Muck. And a low Muck. My adored list is not long, and there are a few of these I think I'm going to put that I really like after a while. Actually, yeah, I'm going to knock you down. Shelter exists. Cloyster, on the other hand, though, kind of like... Cloyster can be annoying. Ghastly, we really like. Haunter has always been like a step down for me. And then Gengar is really like, hey, Cam, like, Don, how's it been? How's it going? Hey, it was Big Tony, Big Tony. Hey, this is this is Gigantamax Gengar. I really don't... I'm gonna put it in the exists category. Mega Gengar is pretty cool. I'm gonna put in kind of like... So right now we're doing a tier list of Pokemon, where S is I adore the Pokemon, A, I really like them, B is kind of like, C is they exist, which is a fact, all these Pokemon exist. D, I don't like or care about. F, I dislike a lot. There are very few Pokemon that will enter this. Most Pokemon will either be B to D tier. Because, you know, after a while, they just kind of exist. I generally don't really care about the Hypnolime. Krabby, on the other hand, that's a good dude. Ditto's gonna be pretty good. I like Ditto. This exists, but Kingler, I really like. Regular Voltorb exists. Hisuian Voltorb, I adore. Electrode exists. Galarian Electrode exists. Yeah, Ditto, I most likely, Ditto's probably going to be in like my B or A tier. Because even some of these guys I think I'm going to knock out of a door. Because I really like the OG starters, but I don't know if I do actually hold them with that high of adoration, so I'm actually going to bump them. And the final Evos too, truthfully. I like Gyarados from when we get to Gyarados. These are eggs. I unironically really enjoy this tall boy. So how many resorts has this stream had? Realistically, one. We were streaming, and then we went down, and then we've been up since. But the length of time we were down was like 40 minutes. Cubone, my sweet. I really like Cubone. Marowak, I kind of like. That was not Galarian. What was Gen 7? Why am I forgetting what region Gen 7 was? Like the name of the region. Galarian was Gen 8. Paldean is... No. I don't remember. Can't name it. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, like at one point, would have been kind of high for me, but not really anymore. Alola, thank you, Dizzen. Couldn't remember Alola. Yeah, so a few of the Alolan forms I used to really like, but kind of Licking Tongue, I don't really care for. Coughing, Wheezing exist. Galarian Weezing, though, he has a top hat, so we kind of like him. Some of these have like the gender differences between Pokemon for the ones that do. Some ones that have gender differences were just only ranking the one. Because I don't think there's any like thing in like a gender difference in a Pokemon that like really will make me like or hate it. Rhyhorn, he exists. They exist. Chansey exists. Tangela. I don't really care about Tangela. Kangaskhan, though, I kind of like. Mega Kangaskhan was so annoying, but Horsey, unfortunately, don't really care about. Cedar, though, it exists. Because we're still on Gen 1, but by the time we get to, like, current Gen, a lot of the Pokemon in Gen 1 that are in, like, that I don't care about, there are just so many versions of, like, that Pokemon or that typing that it's hard to care too much about them. Actually, Staryu and Starmie go to the they exist rather than don't care about because in the anime. Mr. Mime, who really tempted to put dislike a lot, but I don't think I dislike it a lot. I think I don't like it. Mr. Mime, yep. Scyther, though, I like a lot. I really like Scyther. Jinx, we don't care about. Electabuzz, I was always a big Electabuzz guy, but I think I'm going to put in B tier. I can show you a video to make you dislike him. Is it Mr. Mime? Because I wouldn't be too surprised. It's barely hanging on to the I don't care about it. So Pinsir exists, but I do like Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir, I think, like, is an example of a Pokemon that should have gotten a Mega, and it was like perfect for that. Sorry, my brain rot started to go. It's all Twitter. Tauros exists, but I did kind of. I wish I could just like mass group these guys. I thought that, you know what, we're gonna put kind of like for Tauros because, you know, regular Tauros exists, but the forums in the newest game I actually really like. Because I was using a just the regular fighting one for a while in my playthrough. I liked them. So, unironically, I adore Magikarp. Gyarados. I really like Gyarados. Gianna is here. Hi, Gianna. Oh, do you mean like you're like here? Or you're just in chat? Mega Gyarados is really cool. I really like Mega Gyarados. He exists. Lapras. It's cool. Kind of like Lapras. So you're physically at Mikasa. she'll have to go get you, is what you're saying. Yes. Okay. Then we will be right back. Chat, tell me what Pokemon you adore and why you adore it. I appreciate you.
So Pokemon that I adore. Eevee's a little guy. Sphinx is my favorite though. I see a lack of Sphinx on your adore tier.
We're on Gen 1.
Oh, okay.
I think Sphinx would probably be my really like tier.
I would also move Cubone from your really like to adore.
Cubone is great, but I only really like him. I don't adore him. I feel really bad for Cubones.
Oh, and Sandshrew I would put an adore too.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
What's my personal list?
But Sandshrew's just a little guy.
My adore list is like very exclusive.
Exclusive, he says. Bulbasaur is a really good shout for really like. What else?
Out of like the 1,000 Pokemon, I think there's going to be less than like 15 adore. Potentially 10 or less.
You adore Alakazam?
Yes.
Why?
He was my first favorite Pokemon.
I did not know that.
Yep.
I'm getting Tony lore tonight.
Original favorite Pokemon from playing Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64. So we're gonna at least finish up Gen 1 for Tony Adores. I was telling you, we had some internet problems before. So stream was down for like 40 minutes.
Oh, unfortunate.
Alright, let's see. Ditto. Ditto's cute. I kind of like Ditto. Yeah, kind of like Ditto. Sorry, Cam. Oh, you like Diglett. Eevee is cute. Eevee I really like. Gigantamax Eevee exists. I don't really care about it. Vaporeon, I feel bad for it. Kind of like it. Jolteon, kind of like. Flareon, kind of like. Porygon exists. So, like I was explaining while I was doing this originally, a lot of these Pokemon at one point would have been ranked a lot higher, but since there's 1,000 of them, like for example, there are 1,000 normal flying types, so Spear and Fearow for me are I don't like or care about. They're more I don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
Kabutops is pretty cool. Gonna put him in the right-click category. No, the kind of like category. Aerodactyl, though, I do like, kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Aerodactyl exists. Gigantamax Snorlax exists. Regular Snorlax, though, I really like. Some of the regional forms of Pokemon like are kind of harder for me to rank. Like at one point, all 3 the legendary birds would have been like Adore, but now they're kind of like I kind of like them.
Mm-hmm.
Zapdos though has always been my favorite, so I'm gonna put really like for Zapdos, and the rest of them in kind of like they're Galarian forms though. They exist. I don't really care too much about them. Dratini is very cute. Kind of like it. Dragonair. Also, Dragonite. Again, at one point, Dragonite would have been really high. But now, we have so many dragon types now. Because I'm not ranking these, like, based on when I first saw them. I'm ranking them in, like, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Mewtwo, always been really cool, so I really like it. I don't think you can make... Oh. I don't really care for the Mega Mewtwo's. I think they look kind of weird.
I agree. I'm on the boat with you.
But, Mew, we adore Mew.
Yeah. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, Mew's a forever favorite. Chikorita is in the really like tier, along with Cyndaquil and our little boy Totodile. Totodile almost isn't a door. It's very close to a door. Bayleaf, I really like. Quilava, I really like. Crocno, this might be controversial, but I only kind of like. Meganium exists. Typhlosion, base form Typhlosion, we really like. we kind of like the Legends Arceus form. I think it's Paldean. Might be wrong. For Alligator, I really like. Centret exists. Actually, I kind of don't care about Centret, but Furret,
I'm gonna say you rank this baby.
I adore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Correctly.
It is funny because like Centret, I don't really care about at all. You know, it's just kind of, it's there. It's a early route normal type. You know, for me, I have like a little bit of nostalgia, I guess, on like Rattata.
Mm-hmm.
Baratata. I am not ranking all of the letters of a known, by the way. Hoot Hoot. I really like Hoot Hoot. Hi Tony, hi Ines, and welcome back, Husky. Noctowl I really like. I know they're regional birds, but I've always really liked them. I hate to do this. Actually, I don't. I don't at all care about Lydian or Ladybug. Spinarak is kind of cute, so it exists. Ariados also just exists. But Alolan Ninetales is S tier in your opinion? That's very fair. I have it in... I kind of... Oh, you know... This is a mistake. The Vulpix line should be...
I saw that, and I wasn't going to question it, but...
Yeah. So should the Growliths.
Exactly. I love Growlithe.
Sandshrew line too.
Thank you.
Nah, I'm going to leave Sandslash down, but Sandshrews go up. Yeah, that'll fix. There are various reasons for other Pokemon why they're ranked where they're ranked. Matt on Growlithe. I actually have always liked Growlithe. Cute little guy. Little dog. Big dog guy. Yeah, I don't know. Growlithe could be lower, but Growlithe is like just something I really like because I think it's a dog. But it's not my favorite dog Pokemon. I think there's like one dog Pokemon that like that's the dog. That's a good dog. There's a lot of good dogs, first of all, but there's one where... Yeah, so I've always liked the Pidgey line, but I am like my rationale behind this is I'm ranking these based off of 2024 and not like the nostalgia I had for the Pokemon when I first played the games. If it was when I first played the games, I don't think I'd have anyone in the they exist category. Everyone would be like in the kind of like or more category. Yeah, but a lot of these guys, unfortunately, have been Pokemon introduced afterwards that I care about more. Crobat, oh, so cool. I really like Crobat. Chinchou, he exists. Lantern, though, I'm going to put a tier up. I kind of like Lantern. Pichu's cute. Mega Crobat would be awesome. Mega Crobat would be so cool. Pichu's probably my favorite of the babies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rank Pichu higher than I rank Pikachu. Pichu's in A. Pikachu is in B. Raichu should also be in A. Yes, both Raichus are. Mm-hmm. Favorite thing about 2024 was getting waist deep in the Trails games. Ooh, yes, we will circle back to that answer, my dear friend Glenn. Cleffa. Cleffa's a baby, but it kind of just exists to me. Igglybuff as well. Apart from Togepi for the anime, I kind of like it. The babies for me, almost always come with more of an annoyance because of in the games you have to get their friendship up. And it is sort of just tedious to do so a lot of times. Tagetic is I don't really care about. It exists.
I never understood how to do friendship in the earlier games.
You just have to like battle with it and give it items and wait.
Pray.
I hate to do this, but I don't think I care about Natu at all. Or Zatu.
He's just a bird.
Mareep, though. We really like Mareep. That's a sheep. Flaffy, though, controversial. I only kind of like Flaffy. Ampharos, though, goes back into the I really like category. And then Mega Ampharos is also in the really like category. I don't care about Blossom. Yeah, I just don't.
You tried to find it, didn't you?
Meryl's round. So we really like Meryl. It's that simple.
It's Lukachu. Peekaboo.
It's true. And we also really like Azumarill. Sudowoodo is... I don't really care about Sudowoodo. In Gen 2, Sudowoodo was interesting, but in 2024, I just don't care. Glenn said the Audacity Blossom is A tier. Thank you for the hydrate. You got to keep in mind, thank you for the head pats as well, that I am ranking this from 2024 perspective. I've pretty much tried to take as much nostalgia off of like the earlier gens as possible. And to me, Blossom is a grass type that at one point was a very unique idea where it was a branching evolution, but we have other branching evolutions now. And it's a grass type that's not really good. It's cute, but let me tell you, it's no Politoed. I really like Politoed. Politoed's cool. Hoppip, I really don't care that you exist. Cuteness is most important factor. You're right. That's why Hisuian Voltorb, Mew and Furret are here. And a lot of the guys in really like and kind of like have the cuteness factor. Some of them, though, are like their only thing they have is cute. And to me, they don't do it. And I won't hear any sass about my Magikarp. Just look at him. Look at how he looks at you. Yeah, I do not care that you guys exist. Apom, sure, it exists. Sunflora and Sunskirt, yeah, don't really care. Giving you all the sass from Magikarp, but not ranking Blossom higher. You are welcome to give me as much sass as you'd like. This one might be... People might fight me on. I don't really care about Gianna. But I really like Wooper. Paldean Wooper gets the same treatment.
I regret not buying that Wooper in Canada.
It's a mistake, though, won't you? For the rest of your life, I think.
Yeah.
The Quagsire as well belongs very high. So I did rank the original trio of the evolutions as kind of like, but I really like Espeon and Umbreon. To me, Espeon and Umbreon have always been a step above the original three. What about Quagsire? Quagsire is in the really like tier for me as well, along with the Woopers. Why don't we want to rank Gyarados? I ranked Gyarados pretty high. Gyarados is in my A really like tier. Yeah, so it has some doubles because it has the gender differences. So any Pokemon that has a gender difference, it puts both of them. So Murkrow, if you look at them both, their hats are different size, you know. Question for Tony. This is a very important thing. Is Eevee a fox or a dog for you? I've always kind of looked at it like a dog. I'm not going to lie to you. But I think it's a fox. Or a cat. Don't forget your affirmation. Sorry, I did not see that. Redeemed Tony has to repeat an affirmation. I am a wonderful person, friend, and streamer. I'm working towards loving myself, which is different from liking myself. That's true. Those are different things. And I am trying to work towards those things. They are not easy. Galarian Slowking, though, exists. I just don't really care. You know what? No, I don't care about it. I'll say it. Mischievous. I kind of like Mischievous.
Oh,
She's sassy.
I really like Mischievous.
What if we don't love or like ourselves? It's very fair.
How many Pokemon are in this ranking? All of them?
Yes.
Okay. I was just curious. Because originally you were like, oh, this is Gen 1. I was like, oh, okay. And now we're in, like, what, Gen 3?
No, we're still in Gen 2.
Oh. Smile.
Yeah. We're going to take a break after Gen 2.
I was just curious.
Which cuts off after Celebi.
Yes. Oh, I like Celebi.
Don't mind me putting the entire alphabet in the forms I don't want to rank. And no, I can't mass select them, or I just would. Mostly popped in to tell you I'm amazing. I wish you happiness and hope in the coming year brings you great things. Thank you for saying that. I really do appreciate that. I hope that for you as well, of course. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, though. Like, that's a hard journey. That is on, like, my New Year's resolution every single year. And every year it gets kind of, like, put to the wayside. And we're going to try it again this upcoming year. We're going to rank the question mark one for some reason, and it exists. Is there a specific unknown I like the most? Probably A or T, because my name, Tony. But honestly, question mark. Look at him. He doesn't care.
He's like, eh?
Alright, so again, gender differences. We're not going to rank the lipstick Wobbuffet. We're going to do the normal Wobbuffet. And Wobbuffet, because of the anime, gets into... wait a second. This is hard. So Wobbuffet from the anime, I actually kind of really like. But Wobbuffet from, like, running into, like, in Nuzlocke and stuff, I dislike a lot. So I think I'm going to put in kind of like... Thing's a killer. Girafarig. It's fine. You know. It exists. Pineco. I don't really care about. Fortress. Exists. Fortress would be really cool if in the same generation Scizor didn't exist. I've seen the Pokemon Too Many Types fan game. I watched someone play it at one point. Also, I adore Dunsparce. I will hear nothing about that. Gligar. We kind of like Gligar. Steelix. I think Steelix kind of just exists.
Mm.
Mega Steelix also just kind of exists. Snubbull is a dog, so I can't put in the they exist category, so I'm going to put in the kind of like category. but Gramble isn't getting out of the they exist category. Quillfish. I actually really like Quillfish. Hisuian. No, this is I think Paldean. I don't know, man. It's just going to kind of like. Scizor, though, is unquestionably one of the coolest Pokemon that's ever existed. So I really like Scizor. I don't adore it. It's not, like, in this same ranking. And I think I am going to make one change to my adore category. Alakazam's going to go to the top of my really like category.
Wow.
But it's not in my current modern day really like category, or adore category. It just doesn't match up with the other guys in the tier, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a very certain je ne sais quoi you need. Mega Scizor is actually really cool too, but we only kind of like it. Shuckle, though, we adore. Love Shuckle. Shuckle is very important. I've said this before. If I ever had a, like, an actual team of Pokemon, like in real life, I would definitely have a Shuckle. I'd have a Magikarp. I probably would have Hisuian Voltorb. Like, I would not be like a very a hard trainer to beat, but I would have Pokemon I really like. I really like Heracross. Heracross is cool. You know, I don't care that much for Mega Heracross, though. Sneasel. We really like Sneasel. Other Sneasel. We kind of like. It's not like a love type of thing, you know. Teddiursa is just a little baby. I don't adore Teddiursa, but I really like Teddiursa. Teddiursa's close. I never had a personal connection with a Teddiursa.
I like Teddiursa. Ursa Ring?
Ursa Ring exists. It can be very strong, but... Hey, what's this?
Slugma what, dude?
What?
What?
I was asking you to name this Pokemon.
Slugma what, dude?
I don't think it's all those words.
Slugma.
Thank you. What, do you think I was trying to trick you or something?
Slugma what, dude?
Don't you just hate when you fix stream issues and you have no clue what caused it? Yeah. Well, for me, tonight it was the internet. Swinub exists. Piloswine, unfortunately, also just exists for me. At one point, I liked these guys a little bit more. Corsola exists. Cursula. It's so sad, but it also exists. Yeah, good. I'm glad you fixed it. Remoraid, I don't care about. Octillery, I kind of disliked the Octillery, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna put in the don't care about. Delibird. I'm sorry, I don't care about you, Delibird. Don't care about you either. Skarmory. We kind of like Skarmory. We're still in Gen 2, by the way.
I know.
This is a dog. Or you're like this dog. This is an evolved dog. I really like this dog. This is a mega dog. This one. Oh, this is a gender difference dog. This is a mega dog, so we kind of like it. When megas were originally introduced, I was so gung-ho over like every mega in the game. But over time, I don't really care for them as much anymore. Like, I'm excited for new megas, and I'm hoping they're kind of given to Pokemon that need them. Kingdra is cool, though. I would say that I really like Kingdra. Yeah. I'll be honest, I kind of like Kingdra. I can't.
Can't justify that.
Fanfi, though?
Oh, Fanfi.
I adore Fanfi.
There you go.
Dunsparce needs a mega. Dunsparce needs a mega. Mega de Dunsparce, which is this Dunsparce. I'm putting Kingdra back and really like. I really like Kingdra. It was the first water dragon. It's good. Also, Young Irons was like, wait, Cedar hasn't evolved, and I'm like level 80. Maybe I need it to be level 100. And that's the story of how I got my first level 100. Irons. I really like Donphan. Porygon 2 is cool. I would say that I really like Porygon 2. Stantler, unfortunately, I don't really care that it exists. Smeargle is it's very interesting, so we put in the kind of like Tyrogue. Or that you can join the they exist category. But funny enough, Hitmontop, I kind of like Hitmontop. Hitmontop, cool. Smoochum, don't care about. Elekid, though. I like Elekid. I think I'm going to put it in the kind of like. Magby, though, it exists. Miltank. How do we rank Miltank? If this was a list of Pokemon that, like, if you had to eat a Pokemon, what you'd pick, Miltank would be S tier. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Miltank would be delicious.
Obvious reasons.
Yeah. But I think it's just going to be in the they exist tier. I blame Whitney. Blissey is worth so much XP. It exists. Okay. I really like Raikou. This might be controversial, but I only kind of like Entei. And I really like Suicune. Oh, sorry. I really like Suicune. The Entei issue, like, really stems back to that one movie where Entei pretends to be that little girl's father.
Yeah.
Entei loses points in that.
Loses points is interesting.
Yeah. But it was just weird that Entei was pretending to be this little girl's father.
Yeah, he had paternal instincts.
No, but, like, he was pretending to be. Not, like, he was, like, filling the role. Larvitar is cute. Kind of like Larvitar. Pupitar exists. But I really like Tyranitar. It's Godzilla, man. What can you do? Mega T-Tar is so hard to rank because after you read the dex entry of Mega T-Tar, you just feel really bad for it. So I'm going to put kind of like, but like I just feel horrible for this thing.
Why?
Its dex entry, like, explains that he's screaming because his back splits open.
Oh.
When he Mega Evolves.
Oh. No one should ever Mega Evolve him ever again.
Yeah, like he's in pain. Like he's screaming in severe pain.
I hate it.
Hey, Drusk. Tyranitar is great. Yeah, Tyranitar is in my really like tier. It's on my adore tier. My adore is a Mega Tyranitar. its back splits open. Yeah, that's the one thing about Megas that I didn't like. Mega Garchomp as well screams because he has no hands, I'm pretty sure. Because his arms, he has hands and, like, normally, like, his little, like, fins on his arms. And his arms just turns into blades. So he just has blades for arms.
He loses his arms.
What?
He loses his arms.
Yeah. Due to the colossal power poured into it. Yeah, this is it. Agent said, due to colossal power poured into it, the Pokemon's back splits right open. Its destructive instincts are the only thing keeping it moving. Yes, that is Mega Glalie. Its jaw just breaks. It just hangs there. I guarantee we can find that real fast. This one. Yeah, its jaw's just broken. A lot of Megas are not cool. Like, some of them, it's like, oh, I'll say, well, I look at him. He's got, like, a little stone. Small pert. But, like, a lot of them are, like, in a severe amount of pain. Only bad part about bringing Megas back is that, like, exposing Pokemon to Mega Energy has proven not great in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I only kind of like Lugia and Ho-Oh. But I do really like Celebi.
Yeah.
I don't adore Celebi.
No, but really like is good for him.
Yeah, really like. A lot of good Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So we're taking a break at Gen 2. Love Sableye. I wish it was better flow, and also for a reason his gimmick and Mega make no sense. Yeah. It's not the best reasoning. Fuecoco is... I'd put Fuecoco in my adore tier. I'm just going to be honest. I love that little brainless boy.
He got no brain cells.
He does not have brain cells. There is something that, like, if I can look into a Pokemon's eyes and I see nothing, I love it. Why do you think Magikarp's here? You don't see... There's nothing behind those eyes.
Yeah.
Some of them are here because they're really cute. Like Furret, look at it. Fluffy. You don't fuckle with Shuckle, it's true, he's here. Phanpy is also really cute. Like, it is very hard to get into my adore tier list. There's got to be some sort of element of this Pokemon that, like, I'm obsessed with. We don't fuckle with Shuckle. It's so true. Yeah, but believe it or not, up until Gen 2, there's not a Pokemon that I would say I dislike a lot. There might only be, like, 2 Pokemon at all I put in this category.
Yeah. Who are they?
I can't tell you that. We're not there yet.
Spoilers.
Yeah. His golden retriever all day, it's true. Yeah, and these are all other forms I didn't feel like ranking or gender variations. Those are some of the forms I don't want to rank category. I just don't feel like putting like 2 of a lot of them.
That's fair. I think this is good.
Yeah, I think this is a good list thus far. But I you know what? I feel like I'll leave the list up for people to look at and judge me for. We do have a question week.
Oh, what's the question?
The question of the week is what was your favorite thing about 2024? We have a few answers that have already been submitted in chat. Husky shared earlier that Husky's favorite thing about 2024 was the birth of his second son.
Nice.
Adorable. You love to hear it. I know Glenn before said getting waist deep into the Trails games. Did anyone else answer? Let's try to reread chat to see. But if anyone else would like to answer, what was your favorite thing about 2024? Like what it could also be referred as what are you the most proud of? What event happened that like you think you'll positively look back on 2024 for? Oh, Lions, that's a good answer. The favorite thing of 2024 was the birth of your baby niece. See, that's a good one.
That's good.
It's very good. Gianna, do you have one?
I have a cheesy answer.
What's the cheesy answer?
It's the first full year that we've been together.
That is true. That was one of my favorite parts of the year as well. Glenn said, in that case, I'm most proud of finally getting into therapy. That is a great answer, Glenn. Yeah. 100%.
Next year issue for me.
Yeah. It's soon. Smile. Yeah, favorite thing in 2024. 2024 was a very up and down year for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had high highs, I had low lows. Derek, thank you for the third. My favorite thing, though, is probably Canada.
Canada's a good shout.
Canada was my definite highlight of 2024. Getting to go to Canada for a friend's wedding. Get to hang out with some friends that I've had for a very, very long time. And to get to meet them in person was awesome. We also had a trip to New York at one point. That was awesome as well. But there was one or two people who weren't there that I wish were.
Mm-hmm. God, New York was this year too.
Yep.
Was it?
Yes. The eclipse was this year. In April.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, Derek. Derek said obviously the best thing that happened was meeting Tony. Meeting Derek in person was one of my favorite things ever.
Love it, Derek.
Love Derek so much. The meeting of friends in person, I think, would be the overall caption. Meeting Derek in person, meeting Caitlin in person, meeting Kyle in person, Zell in person. So many lovely people, meeting them in person for the first time. Especially a lot of them, like Derek, Kyle, Zell, I've been friends with for a really long time. Sheldon. And getting to meet them in person for the first time, awesome.
I agree.
I think that the Canada trip will forever be something I look back on. Like, it's going to be one of those, like, top 10 of life things, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to spend time with people who you've also spent time with before, whether it's people who I was friends with from high school, people I also met online, like Chance, Aries, you know.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Do you have one outside of your cheesy answer?
I was trying to think of one, but I don't know.
We need to drag Tony to Chicago. Yes. That is something that I look forward to doing, is getting the chance to meet more people. I do have a list of people that I feel like life is not complete until I meet at least once.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I'm not allowed to go and you're not allowed to go until then. At the minimum.
At the minimum.
You know? just how it be. So it's enough judging Toady based off of the Pokemon he likes. I'm going back to this screen. I can actually put you back up here now because you're here.
Yeah.
I thought about doing an East Coast trip when I go and visit Ian Views. Yes, that'd be fun. That'd be a lovely time. Such a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a handful of people want to meet in person. Obviously, hang out all the time online. But, you know, we live in different parts of the world, or different parts of... Could be the world, same country, different country.
Mm-hmm.
Like many... It's a good list,
Yeah.
I would say.
I like the list.
One day I'll have to write out a list, and Gianna will be like, Tony, there's multiple names in this list.
I tell you, there's so many names on this list, and Kenny will go,
Yeah, I know all, yeah. The fact we don't have portals yet is BS, or just some sort of form of teleportation.
Or better transit.
Or, like, just fast transit that isn't, like, go into the sky and flip a coin. You know? Cross-country road trip time, yes. Yeah, because, like, not to be too funny, like, for me at least, I live on the East Coast. There are a lot of friends on the West Coast that I really would like to meet in person at one point in my life.
True.
So, for the continental US, literally opposite sides, you know. Come to the Midwest and meet up, it would be like in the middle. It's not wrong. Towards the middle.
Middle.
You know. Your hand's warm.
In a good way or bad way?
Just in a warm way.
Nice and cool.
Glenn. Well, ignore the fact that this is just happens to be the easiest option for you. I bet, Glenn. It's okay, Tony, you're invited to the wedding. You would at least see Tony and I then. Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, like, this is, like, obviously hypothetical speak. Into the inner workings of conversations that Gianna and I had. In a hypothetical world where we do get married one day.
Mm-hmm.
We're going over it, and it's like, yeah, my guest list is mostly just friends.
Yeah.
I think there's family on the guest list. But, you know. When was the engagement? Listen, I don't know anything. But I was like, I assumed Ainz was talking about like a hypothetical one-day thing. But if there was, I will get very close to the microphone and scream. In a good way. Because, like, I think that, like, it's just a conversation that comes up. You know what I mean? Like I was just saying, Gianna and I have talked about, like, you know, in, like, because, like, there are definitely, like, steps you want to take before you commit to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, nothing crazy to be talking about, but, like, we want to live together first.
Uh-huh.
You know, and we don't yet. Because, like, it's not, you know, like, you want to know you like living with the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me. That's, other people can, you know, you do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Here I was thinking y'all live together already. That's the thing. I think a lot of people do think we live together, especially online. That, like, I have to, like, explain them, like, we don't actually live together. We just are together a lot. We don't live like a crazy far apart from each other. In comparison to a lot of other people we know, like online and stuff, it's very close. But it's like a half hour to 45 minutes given the day.
Yeah.
Which it's doable. It's very doable.
Just tiring.
Yeah, it can be very tiring.
Especially for me, I'm gonna drive back and forth all the time.
There's reasons for that, though.
Yeah.
It's because
all your stuff is here.
that's true. But I was also going to say it's in closer location to where we work.
That too.
So we just come here afterwards. If you lived closer, we'd be going to yours. That's nothing TB. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not much. That it is not a bad drive at all.
Could be much worse.
Definitely. It could be much worse. It could be.
It could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of things we want to do, but it's cool to hear what people were most happy for in 2024 because this is the last background noise before the new year.
It's true.
Yeah. We record this on Saturday nights typically, and it's Saturday, December 28th, 2024. And by the time we get the next Saturday, it will be the new year.
The year will be gone.
It will be the next one.
25.
Yep. What's funnier than 24?
I was just thinking that.
25. I should probably get a Discord we put together for New Year's Eve and figure it out. Yeah. We don't in like a behind the curtains type of thing. Gianna and I don't know exactly what our plans are yet, so that really determines if I'll be home and be able to hop on for like a Mario Kart. I believe you said Mario Kart, like the Mario Kart thing. If I'm home and around and like we're doing it here, hell yeah, I'll hop on for a bit. You know.
Yeah.
But if we decide if we are like going out somewhere, I probably won't be around.
Yeah.
It just.
That's not been decided yet because we have to work.
Yeah, because we work New Year's Eve. We get off New Year's Day, but we're back the next day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where like the holiday season we really had like figured out pretty well. But like New Year's is a little less so. You wish you got time off for your job? Yeah. It's so funny though the differences in like jobs and when it comes to like time off because we have friends who are in other lines of work that for like the holiday season got off Eve, day, and the day after.
What a life.
And it's like then we have friends who worked all three. You know, and then we got off day. So, you know. This is the first job that's ever given me both days off. That's nice. We love to see it. In hindsight, if I had to pick one, New Year's Day is the one I'd pick.
Yeah.
Because if you party hard on Eve, you get the next one off.
Yeah.
We work in an industry, though, that kind of just forever goes.
Negates any time off.
Yeah. National Hangover Day, yeah.
Let's go hard for New Year's this year.
Maybe.
Let's just get obliterated.
Maybe. Depends. For me, it depends how I feel. Like, I was sick Christmas Day. And not from partying. Just from, like, food allergy stuff. So I'm like, I don't want to be sick New Year's Day as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It is National Hangover Day.
Mm-hmm. My lungs.
You what?
My lungs. I'm wheezy.
You're wheezy?
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
This is a cat.
Oh, did you hang out with the cat?
I did. His name's Cody. How am I supposed to not hang out with him?
That's fair. His name's Cody.
Yeah.
It's a good cat name.
Isn't it?
Can't say anything about a cat named Cody.
He's a good cat, even though he really messed with my allergies.
He didn't do it on purpose.
No.
Unless he did. And good for him.
Would you be mad at me if I lay down and stretch out my lungs?
No, I am confused by that sentence, though.
Sitting up is a little more hard to stretch out, like, get a full breath of air if I'm laying down.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. I'll be in chat. I'll scream over the mic.
Let's go lay down.
I'll return. I just want to catch my breath. Hey, totally unrelated. What day is Friendo Urando?
Friendo Yarndo. Ha ha ha. There are a few important dates that people need to be aware of. And that is voting closes December 31st at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you haven't voted yet, make sure you get ready to put those votes in.
I voted.
Good, good. Yes, and for anyone who is curious on the day of the award show, is Saturday, January 11th.
Okay.
At noon. That was last week, Tony. What?
Wait, did you say day that passed?
I said 31st.
Oh, maybe they thought you said 21st.
Oh, agent said 21st or 31st. Yeah. December 31st, 2024.
Gotcha.
So, in like 3 days, voting is open, and voting closes Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Meaning 7 p.m. Pacific timing.
What about Central?
That is 9 p.m. Central timing.
Nice.
And for the three of you that live on Mountain Time,
Yeah, Mountain Time.
it is 8 p.m. Smile.
8 p.m.
I said smile because agent said, "Oh, I need to repost that. Vote for me." Smile. As one of the hosts, I cannot, at least shouldn't tell you to vote for anyone in particular. But you are free to re-chat.
Let chat influence your vote.
You're free to read chat and what someone in chat might say and believe their opinion. Smile. Oh yeah, so like something that I always like to point out is it's not like for me at least the journey isn't like about winning or losing. It's just being nominated because let's see, it would have been the 2022 Friendo Urendo. I was a nominee. And it was just cool to be nominated, you know, because that means someone or multiple people saw a category and thought of you and thought that, you know, when I'm in this person's stream, I have such a good time that I want to throw their name forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But now I'm a host, so there are other parts of the show that I very much adore. But yeah, that's coming from my perspective in 2022. It's better than last year. I got nominated. They forgot to add me to voting. Partially would be my fault then because I was host last year as well. You can blame me as well.
Blame Tony.
I'm part of the. Do you say blame Tony?
No.
Oh. We got to add the trailers. I can't believe this. Yeah, it sucks when we make mistakes like that. And again, sorry.
Sorry.
You know, feels when I, yep. I, though, am excited for this year's show. Looking forward to it. Think it's going to be good.
I know.
You're laughing the whole time, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good time. Because, like, at the very least, we are given the opportunity to honor people who are part of the show. And, you know, my end of goal is if at least one person takes from the experience and they're like, yeah, had a great time, then we did everything we could do. Or everything that I at least saw to. You had a boss that forgot you were working a lot of the time. That's awesome. That part is pretty cool. Because it's cool if you still get to get paid. You know. If you're getting paid and they forgot, hell yeah. Ba-do-boop-boop-ba-do-do-do.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I was on the clock just doing my own thing. Oh, Man, how cool would that be? I got forgotten that when I was working alone one time and had to take late breaks. I was like, you know what? I'm taking a longer break. Yeah, exactly. That's when you cash in on that. Anytime he remembered I was there or saw me doing stuff, I would tell him he put me here and he believed me. That's so funny. Love it. Yeah, you could say I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I'm imagining what life would be if like I was at my current job and they just forgot that I existed and like I didn't have anything to do. I just got paid for being there. I think I'd have a fun time. You know.
You know.
You know when you know.
When you know, you know.
You got promoted to corporate level somehow. Now that's crazy. Now that, I would say, is wild. How you really feel, Gianna?
Yeah. Feels good being able to take it on my full breath.
That's funny, Agent. Agent just said, I'm a 6'3" person whose nickname was the Viking, and this dude would forget about me. It's just like, you're not like a little person, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like easy to like forget you're there.
Like, you take up space.
Yeah. It's just impressive that, you know, they would forget. It's like, it feels like you're doing this on purpose all of a sudden. I don't know how you were able to do this, but I feel like you did it on purpose. All that time spent as a quiet mouse kid and know how to blend in. There we go. Nice. And before I can sneak up on people, yeah. That is pretty cool. Your sneak ability is through the roof. Yep. It drives people nuts. Are you driving me nuts?
Ye be driving me nuts.
That's what a pirate says.
Arg.
Arg.
My favorite pirate is Patchy the pirate.
Yeah, from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
All right, gamers. I think we're going to wrap up stream and wrap up the podcast at the very least. Walk up behind someone, shout, "How's it going?" Get yelled at for scaring them, and reply with a giant with a red beard. And how do they sneak up on you exactly? So we get a Pickle Weasel and Wickle Weasel in Twitch chat. We are legally allowed to end this episode of Background Noise. Gianna, as always, comes in clutch. So thank you everyone for hanging out, and we will catch you next time. Bye.